story, and today you're gonna set my Thanksgiving table with me. I wanna actually show you how I do this. We've figured out a way to make a really great Thanksgiving table in terms of comfort and space. I'll show you in a minute. So was about to let my perfectionist side take over, and I was kind of running around looking for certain things like these cloth napkin idea I had in mind, but I couldn't find it, and I thought, you know what, no, this is good. This is gonna work really well for our family that's coming, and it's still gonna be beautiful, and they're just gonna be happy I'm hosting. And that's like the first thing I wanna remind you. If you are hosting Thanksgiving either this weekend, because it's the Canadian Thanksgiving I should mention, or when the US Thanksgiving comes up, don't let your perfectionist side take over, because it is a lot of work hosting, and I think a lot of times people just appreciate someone else having everyone over to their home. So just relax about it, and think about what's easiest for you and what parts do you enjoy and you'll put more time into, and what parts can you kind of skip over and make it a little easier for yourself. This is also going to be a chattier video. There's something I want to talk to you about, and yeah, I thought we could chat while we do this. But before we jump into the chatty part, let's put the tables together. We have my dining room table and a folding table in my living dining room area. I'm gonna get this area all set up, and then once we start setting the table, we will have a little chat.
Outline in the dark and hear the blood run in your heart when we're in each other's arms. Stillness of the night is here with all the riot of our...
Okay, so here's the trick to our really successful family gatherings. We have the kids all eat at the kitchen table, and then we always pull up our area rug and get the coffee table out of the way. It's just easier, no one's tripping on it, there's no spills on it, it's just makes much more sense. But we used to do one big long table through here, and then last Christmas for brunch, we decided to make a square, and it made such a difference with conversation, with room on the table, with being able to get around the table. So if you have a space that's similar to this, I highly recommend this. Also, I got a second white tablecloth. I just opened it now. I don't have time to iron it, and I am not going to worry about ironing these. I can tell you for sure that our guests for Thanksgiving will not care if there's wrinkles in it. In a perfect world, I would probably spend some time ironing it, but yeah, I don't have that kind of time. What I'm gonna do now is I want to take this table runner away. I'd rather not get any stains on it. And I'm gonna take this centerpiece, when I push these tables together, I'm gonna move it into the middle. And to see how I made this centerpiece and some of our Thanksgiving decorations and fall decorations around our house, I'll link the video below. That was in a recent video of mine.
Time is ticking on, my dear. There's nothing left for us to fear. There's no one left to play the game.
Okay, the table's now ready with the centerpiece on it. So now I'm gonna start getting out our good dishes, because I love to break out our fine china from our wedding. See, there we go, so pretty. Actually, I'll tell you the print. This is the china we got for our wedding. The Royal Dalton Thea. I don't know if they make this kind anymore, but I just love the simplicity of it. It's so pretty. I'll show you my favorite plate. And I don't even know if people get fine china for wedding gifts anymore. That was a really big deal to me back when did we get married? 2007. I really wanted some fine china. There's a really pretty plate. They all have like a very simple pattern, but there's one that has a bit more detail to it. Okay, so see this one here? It's so pretty. So it's like a kind of iridescent, but the rest of the plates are very simple. Okay, so I'm setting the table for 8 people, so there's gonna be 2 people on each side of the square. As I set the table, let's do some chatting. So the thing I wanted to talk to you about is, this is going to be the last Friday video. I know. My heart is slightly broken about this decision. It's taken me well over 6 months to make, and if you follow me on Instagram, you know I announced this a couple days ago on my Insta stories. I've been debating about making this move for a while, especially since I've been moving more like back into interior design and DIY, still having all the family stuff, but I've been feeling very spread thin when it comes to getting my videos out. Sat down for a minute, I found it hard to set a table and chat. It has been such a hard decision to make because I feel really dedicated to all of you. Like, we really are this community, and yeah, I know even like for me personally, when Casey and I stopped vlogging regularly, like I mourned that. It was really hard for me, but I could understand where he was coming from. And so I'm still putting out videos on Mondays and Wednesdays, and I'm really, really, really eager to make certain types of videos that I just don't feel like I can make anymore with 2 or 3 videos a week. I'm constantly behind. I'm constantly scrambling. I'm constantly like thinking this is good enough, get it out there. And I'm always thinking about the algorithm, but I think I just need to take this chance because I'm dying to make certain styles of video for you and certain types, and also plan it out better. Like, I sat down the other day at my agenda, just write out like the next 2 months of content I'm going to make, and I'm so excited. There's a mix of day in the lives, there's a mix of advice and family stuff, there's home stuff, there's decluttering, there is DIY, there's just such a variety of fashion, my wardrobe, you know, video. So I just really, really am excited about this new chapter. In terms of the fold, we're gonna slow down a bit and have once a month. It's like, it's almost too much of the same thing over and over again. I think that's the other thing I do, is I find something that works and then I almost overdo it, and I want to spread things out and have a better mix of everything and just be really intentional. Get back to writing for the blog more, even regularly posting on Instagram. It's just, I'll go for like a week and not post, and I'm just always scrambling. And of course, the kids are a big part of this picture. They're older now, they're in school, it's a new season of life, and I want to be more available in the evenings for them, because I find that the older my kids get, it's like they need me more in the evenings to just chat and hang out. It's not like they're little babies anymore, going to bed super early and then we have a free evening for me to work and everything. So there's just a variety of reasons, but it's time. It was really hard for me to make this decision. It's actually kind of emotional for me, and when I said it on Insta stories, I had a couple messages of people who were pretty devastated, and that almost broke my heart. But I hope you stick with me on this journey. I really do. It feels so right. I actually feel so much lighter and more inspired again ever since I made this decision, and yeah, I kind of can't wait for this. So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I was almost gonna not say anything and then just stop posting on Fridays, but then I felt like, no, I've always told you anytime that anything's changing, and this was no exception. So let's get back to setting the table.
Moon girl, they hit the stars again. So hide out in my dreams while you aim, and sing a song about love.
These were my grandma's, who passed them down to my mom, who's passed them down to me. I have so much china passed down from my grandma, and I really love it. I'm like the person in our family who really cherishes this kind of thing.
Moon girl, shining in the sky.
Okay, so I've got my napkins. I actually did find 8 white napkins, so those I used. I actually prefer to just throw them in the wash after than using disposable ones. And now for the wine glasses. We've got our goblets, which I will probably put sparkling and flat bottles of water out for those. And then for these, we have some red wine and white wine drinkers in this family. So what I typically do is put out just red wine glasses, which, if you didn't know, are the bigger ones. And as we serve the wine before dinner, we may switch out a couple and get white wine glasses instead, when we know exactly who is having what. that's it. The table is ready. We're ready for our guests. Now I can breathe easy until Sunday because that's when people are coming. I'm filming this on a Thursday, so I can just relax. That would be another tip of mine. Try to set the table a different day than when the people are coming. It's something you can do ahead of time so that day you can just focus on cooking the food and the last minute details. So let me know, first of all, are you Canadian, are you American, or where in the world do you live, and do you celebrate Thanksgiving, and are you hosting any big gatherings this year? And do you enjoy setting a table, or is it a pain? I've always kind of actually found it very therapeutic and relaxing to do. It's something I actually always used to do as a child for my mom. I was always the one that would jump to set the table each time. So there's something really nostalgic about setting a table for a gathering for me. I wanted to mention also for Monday, there will be some form of the fold, either pre-recorded or possibly even live because it is a holiday and we may not even get around to folding laundry until that day. So we'll see what we decide that day. So if you haven't subscribed yet, I'd love for you to subscribe, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.